Bless you.
Technical difficulties. It did not do my intro. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Behind the Credits. Now, thank you for being patient with us that we are just a little behind schedule, but that's okay because we got some juicy gossip for you guys tonight. So let's get into the ton. Before we get into anything else, what did y'all think of season 4?
I enjoyed it. I haven't enjoyed it.
I know y'all were saying it was kind of blah. Keisha thought it was.
Well, I thought it wasn't as juicy as I wanted it to be, but it was still good.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we got time for juice.
Yeah, we definitely have time for juice.
But so, I mean, it had enough juicy. I thought it had pretty good juice with Mama and with all the kind of heavy flirting with the rake. So I thought it was kind of like a Harlequin novel kind of thing. That's what the whole front of the picture even looked like. So
yeah, I think they had to scale back the juice because there's so much story they were trying to get in these little 8 episodes. I don't know why y'all want to limit us to 8 episodes.
Yeah, I don't understand why they limit us to 8 episodes either. That's
trying to make it last.
I guess so, but that's just like not cool beans, not for me. But so let's go, ladies. I apologize. We're just trying to get everybody connected. We have a couple of different avenues and things where people are watching. So y'all bear with us as we're trying to bring everybody on and get in for everyone. Go ahead and put in the comments, everybody, where you're watching us from. If you're watching, where you're watching us from. So go ahead and comment where in the ton you are representing. And let's go. Let's see. Comments. Here we go. Tom.
I'm representing Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, Savannah, let's go.
Lady Gadsden is from Savannah.
Yeah, we should go ahead and put in what our Bridgerton names were. I can't remember what my Bridgerton name used to be.
I don't
remember what we started with. Yeah, it wasn't that.
It was Lady
Duchess.
Something.
Because it was like a little thing you had that put them all together. It was like a little some kind of it was some kind of game.
Yeah, if y'all don't remember how we got to determine what your Bridgerton name is, y'all put it in the comments so we'll know what it is. Okay, so season 4 Bridgerton. It is a Cinderella story. And we are talking about none other than Benedict Bridgerton.
The Rake.
And his Sophie Beck. The Rake.
The Rake.
Yes, the Rake.
The Rake.
It's like the man. So we got hoes and rakes. So I'm sorry.
A lot of people had a problem with it being a Cinderella story. They thought that the writer should have been a little bit more creative. But this is how it's done in the book, is it not?
Yeah, it's exactly like this in the book. There's a few changes, but it's still a Cinderella story. It's known as the Cinderella story. I don't think they needed to change it.
I like it. I like the good Cinderella story. I guess they're saying that it was,
and it's a little bit of a twist in there a bit. So
yeah, but it is that.
I
Cinderella
appreciate
wasn't anybody's mistress.
So before we get into that, let's just back
Everybody
up
needs
and
a Cinderella story.
Let's take a look at the costuming. And let's start with none other than our hostess for the evening, Miss Violet Bridgerton.
She looked so pretty.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she did. I loved it.
I love her with her hair down.
Yeah.
I love it when she lets her hair down.
Very beautiful. Now we have Miss Eloise.
She looks like a spinster.
She was coming on and went as Joan of Arc.
And she looks like
I thought Joan of Arc, yeah.
And I
She
did
looks
not
like a
know.
spinster.
Yeah, she does. She looked like she aged a whole lot.
Yes.
And I'm wondering what that is about. But
that's just because they're trying to portray her as what she wants to be.
The spinster.
Yeah.
We have our dear Francesca.
She looked beautiful.
She looked beautiful. They were saying that her and John were going as the swans, the black and the white swan is what their costumes were supposed to be. So I guess reminiscent of a few feathers there. We have none other than Miss Hyacinth, who tried to sneak in as the Harlequin. Unsuccessfully tried to crash the party.
She said, just let me get one dance in.
Little girl.
Right. And of course we have, hold on, I'm missing somebody very important. Hold on. Where is it? Because I thought it was here. None other than, I guess I have to delete this one. None other than Lady Whistledown herself, Penelope Bridgerton.
I liked her outfit.
I did too.
I love pirates. Well, I
thought it was cute that her and Colin both went as pirates together.
Yes.
Colin was so pointless this season.
He really was.
Which
now let's talk about.
I love Colin.
Yeah, he was sick.
Lady Danbury as Zeus.
I loved it. Loved it.
Yes.
I loved it.
And then we had.
He was like, "Are you gonna come?" No, I am Zeus, baby.
The Mondridges.
They looked beautiful. I loved it.
Yes, that dress was everything. And then, of course, we have our stars of the evening, Miss Sophie and Mr. Benedict. With this. So
and I'm like, what was he supposed to be with that? Was it Zorro?
Probably Zorro, I'm guessing.
Was Zorro even around?
I don't think Zorro was around yet.
Yeah, no, Zorro wasn't around.
I don't think he just so
he was like, just in a black mask, just like she's just
Romeo, maybe
mask.
Romeo.
I don't think they were supposed to be
Romeo. I think he just put on something just because he didn't want to be there.
Yeah, I think he just got a mask.
And she just grabbed a mask that she just did and put on her her aunt's gown.
Well, that was the mask that she had made for one of the girls.
Well, that was the mask that she had made
a
for
replacement mask for
because
what's her name?
She found
not Posey, the other
Rosamund.
One. Rosamund. She had remade Rosamund another mask because of course she dropped it and then said, "You didn't bring me my mask" when it was under her dressing table. To which she had to apologize.
Idiot.
She probably put it back there.
She probably did a lot of things because she was just super evil.
She dropped it back there. That's all.
Yeah, she put it back there.
Yes, she is.
And she just did that to her and just wanted her to grovel at her feet, basically, which I had a super problem with. But this is them at the masquerade ball. The conversation that Araminta, is that how you say her name?
Araminta?
Yeah, Araminta had with Violet, that was the most uncomfortable exchange.
Araminta is the most uncomfortable person.
Yeah, she is. She really is.
Like from the moment when
I
they
mean,
showed
she
her
was just so.
meeting Sophie as a child, the look that she gave her when he
Oh
introduced
yeah,
her as
she
a
was
ward,
not happy.
her
When
lip
she was
tore
getting
up.
off the thing, yeah, yep.
The way
She's
she
just
looked
nasty.
at
I was
her
like,
was
oh,
like,
you
huh?
just
My
Y'all remember the
ward?
gas
This is my
face?
ward? Yeah, it was like,
She gave her the gas face.
what? And then rolled her eyes at her. And that was so uncomfortable. I felt so bad for Sophie.
I'm like, this is a child.
She
You
was
want to
like,
roll your
I'm
eyes
so
at somebody, you had
excited.
that conversation with your husband.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
so excited to meet her, and then this is what you do.
I mean, you married a man before you knew all his stuff. I'm like, you didn't even meet him before that. Anything?
I guess not.
She didn't know anything about him before she married him. She just meeting everybody.
All she knew is
She just
an
said, "Oh, I'm
earl.
gonna marry this one."
She
Okay.
needed to
She know he's an earl, and he's a titled. He's someone that is titled, and she had these two daughters from, she's a widower.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She had a type.
She needed to make sure that her daughter's future.
I mean, it's the whole Cinderella thing again, right? I'm like wondering, like in the other Cinderella, they kind of accused her, in some of them anyway. They accused her of trying to kill the man. So I wonder if she did.
No, she didn't. But
her evilness probably.
So? Oh, not in the book. Yeah. Anyway, she didn't kill him.
No, she didn't kill him.
I like his suit.
I do too.
He fly now. He fly. I didn't appreciate him calling Sophie his ward.
That Ascot, go on now.
Well, I mean, what time is this?
That's what they did. Yeah.
I really don't care. I just don't appreciate it. But looking at this now, we're gonna put.
I mean, because she didn't know her. Since she didn't know anything in the first place, he could have said, "This is my daughter." He could have basically introduced her as his daughter.
I'm sure she knew that he wasn't married before.
Because apparently she doesn't know anything.
That's no telling.
Oh, that's true.
But let's look at it like this, y'all. One thing I love that Bridgerton season 4 got right this year is they let us take a look into the life of the domestics, the housekeepers, the maids. And looking at this picture here, you see, look at how regally the footmen and the butlers are dressed. I love their outfits.
This is my question. Look at the size of the staff here, and then think about when Sophie got ready to leave the house. It was like
what she had after,
When she went to the Bridgerton house, they asked, are you not used to this big a staff? Asked her how many people she worked with. She said 8.
8.
So I wonder what happened.
I think
the
when
house was just as big.
Well,
she fired everybody so she could keep the money.
He died, right? She wanted to cut the staff back that way. She had the money.
Well, so she didn't have that much money. He didn't leave her that much.
That's why she cut the staff. That's what
she had no choice but to cut the staff.
So that's
not only that.
Because I wonder what
she had Sophie doing all of that work.
Because are they going to discuss the will in the next part, Keisha? Because don't say what happened in the book, but in the book they discuss the will.
Yeah, so the will is basically that he leaves a dowry for all 3 girls. He gives her a award of $2,000 a month to live off of, which is nothing, and she's having a fit. And then put in the clause that I'll give you an extra $4,000 if you take care of Sophie until she turns 20. So there's a 6-year gap between his death and the current story, the ball, because she's 20 at the point when she gets kicked out. So for 6 years, she basically worked as a slave in that house. And she didn't, Araminta did not tell her she had a dowry. She told her that he didn't leave you anything. I don't know if in the book, Sophie knows that she got some extra coins to keep her in the house. I don't know if they're going to play that up in here or not, but that's the reason she kept her. Now, after she turned of age, she still kept her, even though she wasn't getting the extra allowance. She's
supposed to get the extra $4,000,
but she stopped getting it after she reached that certain age. But I think it was like 18, but I think she kept her because she was getting free labor. You got 4 maids in one.
Impeccable labor.
Yeah, you got 4 maids in one for free.
Because she said, well, she said, well, who did all this, and this? I did.
Yeah, because when you look back, let's look at what everyone else had going on. Let's just talk about, this is here where she ended up with the people around in a very simple maid's outfit, very meager. They really do. And you talk about maid staff compared to, let's say,
the Bridgertons,
they look very meager.
Y'all, when the queen said, I'm sick of Whistledown talking about this maid shortage. We don't even have maids here, do we?
Exactly.
He said, yes,
we
have
yes, we do.
Now we have 156 maids.
Like, oh.
It just showed how dismissive
who do you think did all
like, oh, okay.
We don't even have them. We do.
Well, and then the other part,
we treat them very well,
don't we? Yes, ma'am. Scale back was because, at this point, they're still living in that house. There is a new Lord Penwood that's taken over the title, but he hasn't come to live in the house yet. He's still living wherever he lives, so they're able to chill in that house and take advantage of the season. At that point.
Now, is this the same?
So I wonder if she got rid of the rest of her staff when she hired the other people to come in.
Either that, or
remember they were saying she took 4 of these people and 4.
She might have, because she might have
all of the other staff.
I'm trying to see if that's the same.
Well, I'm talking about because the other guy was coming in.
Looks
and
like
that she needed to basically replenish the staff that was supposed to be in the house, or she taking them to the new house, and then he was going to have to find his own staff
for her new house. Because what happens is,
for her new house,
he decides later in the season he wants to come enjoy the season and look for a bride, so he kicks her out, and so that's why she ends up next door to the Bridgertons.
Oh, speaking of the Bridgertons. Let's just look at their maids. How put together their little staff is. And
got the little hats and everything.
They got it going on.
Footman John is fine.
Yes, he is. Lord have mercy.
Just, no. Footman John, you need a season, bro. Eloise, your man might be right beneath your nose.
And beneath her station, so she can't be with him.
This is true.
And beneath her station, she would do that just because knowing Eloise
don't care. Eloise ain't never cared.
Yes, I'm saying she don't care. Eloise would say, probably, we'll go to the Americas and we'll get married and be fine. Like, you ain't going to the Americas.
This season, is it?
No, I was just highlighting the maids and the domestics of how the other people.
I was about to say, because I ain't seen Prudence this season.
But
MIA.
So when Sophie leaves, and we'll get to
they were there, but no, were they?
No, Philippa's there. We haven't seen Prudence.
No, we haven't seen her. Well, in
the beginning, all 3 of them had their babies at first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. For about 5 seconds, you see it now.
Let's talk about the maid war.
Girl, she working at Bustier. See, that's Mama's Bustier right there.
Listen.
Yeah, that's just.
We have a maid war going on.
Where wearing this at?
Sophie leaves. Sophie's doing the work of 4 or 5 different ones, and so
is Marley.
Has to go around.
So is Marley.
She has to poach other people's footmen and their maids, and she has to do all of these different things. And so she says, you know what? I'm loyal to the family, but can I please have a raise? Housekeepers have not had a raise in 20 years. And so Portia says, I will think about it. You're family. You don't have to sell yourself to me. Don't cheapen yourself. I value you. You're family. I'm going to take care of you. And she says, thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so much, Mom. I appreciate it. Poured them a few drinks, had some crumpets and everything. Portia comes in with a gift. And in the gift, her old dresses that were only 2 seasons out of date.
Portia wrong.
Just 2. And says, here you go. You can wear them wherever you go and do what you do.
First of all, you can look at this picture. Look at Portia and look at Varley.
Exactly. Varley can't wear these clothes.
Portia ain't big, but she definitely bigger than Varley.
Varley got the soul.
Yeah.
Go to the modiste to get this right. But the slap in the face.
Varley ain't got no money.
And then she don't have money for that either.
This was the slap in the face. If this was not insult enough. Portia goes out and buys more new dresses and shoes,
more clothes, because she got rid of those.
But she only got rid of 2 things. But she
ain't got no money.
And so she goes, wait a minute. I thought you said we didn't have no money. So how was it that you went and bought new clothes? Portia could have.
We don't discuss money between family.
She could have taken Varley to Madame Delacroix and had a new dress made for her, or some shoes to make her feel special, and Varley would have stayed. If she had not treated her like a hand-me-down, I think that would have helped. She could have taken that money she went and spent and just bought Varley a dress or 2 and some shoes, and Varley would have been fine. But it was a complete slap in the face. I'm going to give you the old dresses out the back of my closet. And I picked probably 2 of the ugliest ones I had.
That I can't do nothing with.
What's she going to wear this to?
And they don't have consignment shops that I can wear that. Yeah, that I can take that and do anything with it.
Look at Varley's face. Like, what? You bitch.
What the hell is this? Pretty much. Oh, shoot.
If GTFO was a person, it's Varley right here. I know you effing lying. That's her face. All of that is Varley's face. I know better.
Okay, I'm gonna have to step out for a minute, but I'm listening.
That's fine. Which is just absolutely horrible. But let's keep it moving, shall we? And let's talk about the season's suitor that the queen has picked, and that is one Mr. Benedict Bridgerton.
The rake.
The rake.
The rake of all rakes.
First of all, let me just say this. We know we got a nice touch of Benedict's rakish behavior for a few seasons now, but let's talk about how Violet found him at the beginning. In the room, in the bed with 2 women. Well, the woman was on the other side and he had this woman. And he says, I'm always careful. But I will say I could have done without his extracurricular activities before the ball. I think that it is important that if I'm not exactly sure what the writers were trying to do at this point in the game and what they were trying to say with this. But here's my question to those of you who are watching, if you dare to answer. How do you feel about dating someone who has had a gender fluid existence? Let me just say that.
Well, for one thing, Sophie may not know about his experimentations.
She may not know, but I'm talking about in terms of
doesn't know about him at all.
In general, really. I ain't interested. I'm not interested. I mean, do what you do. That's cool. But my perspective is this. I already got to worry about if you're looking at her ass. I don't need to worry about you going out with your homeboys and getting some from them. That's too much.
Yeah, that's too much.
I agree.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Do what you do. Just don't do it with me.
I agree. I think that's pushing the envelope.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I don't share well with a female, let alone a female and a male. That's just too much.
I don't share well with nobody.
Watch around both people? Oh no.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to wonder if you ever gonna decide you want to swing that way. I can't compete with that. I ain't got the same equipment. I can't compete with that.
I'm not strapping nothing on. We ain't strapping. I'm not strapping.
We are not
stuff.
the same.
Yeah, you're right. I couldn't do it.
And y'all can, there might be some people that can actually work that way. I just can't. I just can't do it. So other people can. Hey, Nicole.
Welcome to the time, Nicole.
It's just not my tea. My cup of tea is natural. It's
in the words of my big sister, Miss Dana and Miss Pam, I am strictly dickly.
Viewers, I forgot to warn you at the top of the show. This is not the PG or G-rated podcast. So if you like and you wanted to see a little bit more or whatever, this is not going to be the podcast for you.
And this
you can't go that
kind
route.
Of show actually it says, what is it? Isn't it MA? Isn't this isn't it rated
definitely for mature adults?
But Nicole, the question that we're asking is, you as a woman, can you date a man who's dated a man or who slept with a man? Can you put that aside?
She said, I can't go that route.
Can you put that knowingly? Sophie doesn't know right now, but his rakish behavior, but they describe it as, she says nope.
She said nope. Sophie might be down. Sophie is a little freaky now. Sophie might be down. I consider myself that freaky.
They say he has a free spirit, which is how they frame it as free spirit.
But I don't think.
But I'm wondering how he's going to basically tame all of that.
Yeah, I don't think that it's known that he's fluid. I think that it's known that he's a rake. I don't think everybody in the town knows that he's going that route. Because if you remember when he went to the little party with the artists in season 1, that was everybody there knew about it, but everybody in town don't know about it. That's a secret.
But what I'm saying is, from that season to all the other little holes and things that Benedict visits, there is no way somebody in that room has not said that a Bridgerton had Billy bent over in the corner.
I don't think so, because if you think about it, first of all, in this era is taboo, one. So if they're there, then that means they're guilty too. So ain't nobody talking. It's what happens here stays here. I think that's the mentality. I'm sure they had this really going on. It just wasn't in the open. So there's no way that the town knew.
It wasn't talked about as much as it is now.
It was among that circle. Yeah, those people knew, but they ain't gonna talk about it because they ain't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe. I just think there's no way people didn't understand and know. But that's neither.
I think they just know he's a hoe.
Is he the season's most eligible suitor?
I love you, Keisha.
Is Benedict the man that the queen says is going to be the one?
I mean, I guess.
I miss. I don't know about this season.
So this is my okay.
I don't see it.
Well, and Ursula said it earlier. We didn't get to see all the balls this year. So, and then my thing, like the one thing that I noted was we didn't even get for him to be the diamond of the season. We didn't get to see the pursuit of the diamond. There was no mamas flocking to him. Oh, choose my daughter. Choose the only mama that actively advocated for her daughter was Araminta.
And the one they invited to the house.
But she wasn't
the girls were looking at him. The girls were definitely looking at him, but the mamas were not looking at him. The girls were looking at him.
It wasn't to the extreme. You think about all the previous seasons when there's been the one guy that everybody wants. When the Duke came into the room, all the mamas were over there like, "Oh, you need to talk to my daughter. You need to talk to my daughter. Oh, daughter, go talk to this man." These mamas ain't paying him no attention like that because they know he's a hoe.
Well, like you said, and Araminta said, the reform wakes make the best husbands.
I guess.
So she said, all she cared about is the surname. She cared about the surname. She just cared about that he's a Bridgerton, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all she cares about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's talk about his chemistry with Sophie.
I thought they had chemistry. I like them.
So?
They're very playful.
Yeah,
I enjoy them together.
Mm-hmm. And I think the fact that she doesn't know who he is and she's not trying to get something from him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a more natural, like, oh, okay, this is refreshing. You're not trying to get anything from me or just doing my reputation kind of thing. You just like talking to me and it's nice.
He's amazed that she doesn't know who he is. Yeah, he's amazed that he's like, oh, you don't know that I'm Benedict Bridgerton? What do you mean you don't know who I am?
Which basically in other shows, it's always the woman who plays like she doesn't know who he is and not flocking to him that he wants to pursue.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a big difference in the book with this, because in the book, and I guess him having that attitude is, what do you mean you don't know who I am? Benedict is an asshole in the book.
Okay.
He is not playful.
Like Simon was.
Yeah, he's not playful, fun-loving, sweet, joyful. No, that's not Benedict. When he makes his, if y'all were hot about the offer here, y'all have been even hot about the offer in the book, because in the book he gives her the offer, and when she tells him no, he blackmails her. He said, either you gonna take my offer or I'm gonna do this. Like, he's not the sweet guy that he is on the show.
So he gave her an ultimatum.
Yeah, he gave her an ultimatum on there, but I think that they definitely had chemistry. I think, like Angela said, that he is attracted to her because she brings he sees her differently, just like this scene here, how he's just kind of looking at her in amazement of everything around her, because she's never seen this stuff before, because she's been living as a servant for 6 years.
Right.
And he's finding joy through her seeing it all for the first time.
Now I'm trying to figure out, as many times as he looked at her, imagine this scene, drawn this scene, how is it that he cannot see that this is her Sophie?
He can't.
First of all, let me start by saying, when you in the park, when he's in the park surrounded by all these women and he's looking at all these mouths, why are you looking at these black women's mouths? Because clearly that is not the same chin.
You know, that's not it.
Look, you can look at
that's not it.
Fake eyes and see that those are not the same as her blue eyes over there. You can't like, come on now, Benedict. Boy.
I mean,
the skin, the chin. I'm like, you look. You were drawing the picture and you talking about I can't remember. You sat there and drew the picture over and over.
Over and over. Looking at Posey, thinking, okay, Rosamond. Rosamond is a foot shorter than damn Sophie. Like, what?
Yes.
But see, I didn't a little bit thicker. So much looking at Rosamond and looking at Posey, because he at least narrowed it down to the family somewhat of, okay, this may be an Asian person. He at least got that close.
Well, but he didn't get there because of that. He got there because he knew what the crest meant.
The glove, yeah.
Well, because Mama knew what the crest meant.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm sitting here like, I know you know that little girl right there is not this woman right here. Like Angela said, you've drawn this picture 100 times. Come on now, bro. 10,000
times you've looked at her. You done drew her from the back of her dress, looking down this way. You done drew her in every which way, but you didn't know that was her. Now, I was getting mad about it, but then he did say something about not being able to remember what her voice sounded like. So I was like, well, okay. But at my cottage, when she was nursing him, he said he realized it was her at that point. Yeah. So like in his state, he was like, don't leave me. Don't leave me again.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He was dreaming.
But still.
So like for one, this is the thing. In the books, it's not all happening in the same season. There's 2 years between the ball and when he runs into her again. So the dialogue works for that. For this, that makes sense, because it's like, ain't no way you just saw this girl a month ago and you don't remember what she looked like.
Exactly.
So 2 years, yeah. 2 months, no.
Yeah, because I'm like, how in the world?
No.
Yeah, it's a 2-year time gap in the story. But when he's calling her and saying, "Come here, kiss me," and all this and that, he's in a state of delirious. He's dreaming about the lady in silver.
Mm-hmm.
But still, my thing is, at the point where you've gotten this close to this woman's face, you done smelled a hand, sniffed a hair. Ain't no way you don't know it's the same person.
Yeah, that's my thing. It can't be that. What are we doing here, Benedict?
You done heard her voice, had conversations with her, extensive conversations with her.
Extensive. You are absolutely right. But let's talk about
that. Made me mad, but at the same time, I appreciate it because he fell in love with the lady in silver at first sight. He fell in love with Sophie organically. He actually fell in love with her, not just.
It was a nice slow over time.
Right.
So this is how Sophie got.
But I'm like, at that point, right there,
so pretty, right there. I love her hair right there. So
at that point, I'm like, well, who was in their neighborhood? Who was in their vicinity that nobody in town recognizes her? She took lessons at home. Well, she took lessons at home.
She wasn't allowed to leave the house
with the other girls until this point.
She wasn't out.
Apparently not. Yeah.
Yeah, she was a member of the household. She took lessons with the governess, but she wasn't going out, walking through the park with dad, promenading. So the servants all knew who she was, but the people of the town didn't know who she was.
And she wasn't allowed to learn to dance. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How you just, my daughter sitting in the floor and your kids doing this and you talking about, oh, you didn't go with them? Well, she told me I shouldn't. And you don't say nothing? You go, oh, well.
Okay. Lord Penwood, come on now, bro.
You allow your daughter to be treated this way while you still alive?
He said he was going to talk to her, but he ain't talked firm enough.
But apparently he didn't. He sure didn't.
He should have stipulated that will a little differently.
First of all, why didn't the solicitor talk to Sophie himself instead of just to Aramantha?
Yeah, because at that point she's of an age that she should know.
Yeah, he trusted that she was going to do what she was supposed to do. And you also have to think, and you can't really tell from, I guess she could be. She's only 14 years old. So why would he talk to her?
At 14, they were getting married and stuff, some of them.
Yeah, but she's 14 and Araminta has to agree to keep her
in a ward.
As her ward for the next however many years. So there was no reason for her to talk to her.
Right. I have a problem. I have a huge
problem
with him doing that to her. It was like, you have got to be freaking kidding me. But let's go here.
So, okay.
Madam Sophie.
Yeah.
We are so sorry, but you had to work. You have to be part of the domestic help.
You had to be every woman, for real.
Sophie is a better woman than me.
What?
I swear for God, I would have.
I'd have done poison somebody.
Girl, that's exactly what was in my mind. She'd have got slow poison, arsenic all up in everything.
This heifer.
Like, well, I'm the only other living heir.
This girl said, I need you to clean and polish all of my shoes.
All the shoes.
And Rosamond's too.
I'm like, what?
Y'all, she locked her in the closet with the shoes.
Didn't say nothing about Posey.
Yeah, she didn't clean Posey's shoes.
She locked her in the closet.
She just said Rosamond and hers.
With the shoes.
In the book,
the words it's coming out. No, I need you to visualize. See, they didn't visualize it for you because see, this is a nice, pretty setup with glass shoe cases. No, she's in a dark closet with a candle, polishing 100 and some pairs of shoes.
Shoes.
Yes. She was very abusive to her.
That's horrible. So Sophie has
in
a
the
good
book.
heart.
Was it? I'm sure it was worse in the book.
Yeah, like I said, she locked in the closet with him.
She had a good heart, and she took to Posey.
Oh my God, I love Posey.
She took to Posey. And so, come to find out, when Mr. Bridgerton came over to see the daughters, his questioning leads Araminta to deduce that the woman in silver that he's looking for is Sophie.
Yes, sir.
And she's watching him interview Posey.
This is my problem with this scene. My problem with this scene is Alfie
saying, "Go out there and tell it."
Yeah, tell me, go tell him. I'm like, she can't do that.
Because
what is that? That's gonna end.
That's not gonna go right. You're right.
That's sure not gonna go in over well
for her
at
to
all.
go and tell it. Because what he's gonna say, oh, well, I can't be
especially
with the maid,
like
and
that to just barge in.
And now she's
she hasn't
out.
even fell in love with her yet. She don't have a horse in this game. She can't do that.
Yeah,
no, she can't. She was wise to stay back there, but she has her try on the shoes and realizes the perfect fit. They have this whole argument. Why are you keeping me here? You could have put me in the street. Why am I not here? So she goes, you know what? You're right. You're dismissed. Get out.
Yep, because she knew.
So she goes out, sells the little shoe clips that Posey snuck out of the house for her, and goes to the countryside to the Cavender house. Is that it? Cavender?
Cavender. Philip Cavender. I think it was Cavender.
Yeah.
Now, of course, at this point
I know she said, I never liked that man.
Yeah.
That boy.
Because he's a butthead.
So, Keisha, did you explain to everyone what the things of the will were you did? You said that he had to keep her.
Yeah, she had to keep her until she came of age. And she got an extra, I want to say it was an extra $4,000 a month for keeping her. So that's why she kept her. And then she was already at like a year or two beyond that age at this point. So that's why she's like, well, why did you keep me? You know, you could have been let me go. But, and I mean, she was getting free labor. Right. You got to pay 4 people to do what you do.
Exactly. So she's like, you know what? You're right. I'm just going to
and I get to keep your dowry. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. So go on. It ain't no dowry left, but she's like, oh yeah, go ahead.
You know where that dowry went? To that house next door to the Bridgertons.
It sure did. It absolutely did. So Sophie goes to the Cavender house, and from there, her friend Hazel gets is being assaulted by Mr. Cavender, and Sophie comes out and throws some water or whatever on the man, tells Hazel to run.
Something at him.
And of course, Benedict Bridgerton sees this exchange and saves her and Hazel both. Fought with the guy and tells him that you don't treat a woman in that manner. So from there, she leaves with him. They decide that they're gonna go to my cottage. This is a scene.
Yeah, rolls over that glass or whatever. Yeah, that they had.
They go and it's raining, so they have to go to my cottage. And therefore, he doesn't understand how to get in the house. He don't have keys because the Crabtrees are always home.
She said, how do you not have keys to your cottage? He said, why do I need keys? It's simply somebody always here.
Somebody's always
here. And that's
here.
Another showing right there of privilege versus
right.
perfect class. I don't need to do those things. I got somebody who does that for me. The heck I need a key for.
This is different for me.
Sophie gets in the house through the window.
He is so spoiled.
Comes with a lit candle already. And then he's like, we need to make a fire. And this man takes the candle and sticks it straight to the wood.
Well, you gonna light the
wood?
Yeah.
Candle.
I'm like, okay, no, you are just not gonna make it.
The fire needs kindling. That's not how this is gonna work.
Eloise said it. She said she's smarter than all my brothers.
Like the sad part about it is he's yelling and screaming in the middle of the night, and all this pain, I guess the cut has gotten infected. Mm-hmm. She comes in, puts this compress on him, and the touch of her hand immediately quells all of it. And he says,
First of all, sir, you're infected because you laid your dusty, dirty behind in the bed, fully clothed. You ain't go wash the cut off, nothing. Didn't even try and put a bandage so the air would
do that back then, so they ain't even get it.
Yes, they did. Everybody knows you got to clean the wound. They knew she knew to clean the wound. She knew to do it.
No, I've done some of the history. Yes, she did. But
yeah, they use alcohol to clean it.
Oriental in her.
Rubbing alcohol, but drinking alcohol. They knew that.
Maybe it's the Oriental in her. Is that what you just said?
Angela, no, you didn't just say
that.
Because
look. Yes, look. Because
they had. I mean,
I love their medicine. I'm like, I need to go to my acupuncturist now.
But they knew that you had to clean a wound.
Man, the way they used to birth babies.
Not everybody may have had the means.
The way they used to have operations. No wonder everybody died at 30. I'm like, please, no, this stuff is not straight.
Well, that's true. They don't do a whole lot of things.
They knew to do that. Now, they may not have all had the means to do it, but they knew to do something as simple as that.
I don't know, because it just sounds crazy.
Even Miss Crabtree knew it needed to be clean.
Again, of course, Miss Crabtree knew.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not that they didn't have stuff like that. It's these are the servants, so they got a little bit more sense, and they know what you got to do. He don't know what to do.
No, because they didn't start doing like hand washing and stuff for certain things until what year was that? Because there was another book I read, and during this time frame,
we talking about
a lot of women were dying because they didn't have sanitary stuff.
Right. Yeah, and I'm not arguing
but that's why they died in the war, gangrene and everything else, because they didn't. Yeah,
we're not talking about washing your hands and stuff. We're talking about they knew that you had to dress an open wound. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was just being trifling.
They dressed open wounds back then.
Okay, I get that part. He just got in the bed and thought it was
Yeah, he just climbed in the bed. He ain't trying to rinse it off
drinking that night
with water or nothing.
He was trying to be. Nothing. He was trifling. He was being trifling.
He just went to bed. He was drinking, and then he was tired. He was wet, and I think he was already a little feverish, probably from being in the rain.
He should have poured some of that drink on his stomach.
Yeah, he should have. But that is where we have another segment, but we're going to go there in a minute with how things heat up between Bridgerton and Sophie. Before we go there, though, let's go here. Before we go there, let's just put a pin in that.
I like Miss Crabtree.
And talk about this moment. Charlotte, she graced Violet Bridgerton, the first ball of the season. She's graced it with her presence, is blessed. Now she's passed the torch. Officially. But Lady Danbury pours her heart out so much about how she wants to go home to her ancestral home. She hasn't been there since she was 4. She needs to travel. She needs to leave. And the Queen
to go visit her children that we ain't never met.
We ain't never met. Well, we met them in Queen Charlotte, but we haven't met them as grown folk.
As adults, yeah.
Yeah.
Queen Charlotte says, no.
Did all the kids go back home?
I don't know where they went, but they ain't here.
Sorry.
They all over the place.
What? That's
we
my
ain't seen
dog.
them kids since they was babies.
That's right, Chaz. That's exactly it. So she says no. And so we're wondering, like, well, what is the problem?
Go ahead. So
what is the problem with them? So let's just take a look back at the relationship between Queen Charlotte and Lady Danbury. Now, of course, we know they met back when Lady Danbury was her lady in waiting and Queen Charlotte. And I'm looking for, excuse me. Jesus.
Bless you.
Thank you. At some point or another, we open the season. Lady Danbury is
I didn't hear that.
Always to her side. They are always somewhere together.
That's her bestie.
That is her bestie. They are somewhere always strolling. They gossiping. I don't know why that graphic looks like that. They are in each other's orbits at all times, seemingly. Where is it? Here we go.
That's all she got is her and Brimsley.
That's all she got. This is all she knows. Agatha is all the queen knows. And they are always somewhere sipping tea, eating bonbons, all of that together, gossiping,
bonbons,
the whole nine. The besties. So is it wrong of Agatha to not want, of Queen Charlotte to not want Agatha to leave?
It's not wrong of her to not want her to leave. It's wrong of her to not allow her to leave.
To forbid her. I won't allow her to leave.
I think if anything, I think she should have at least said, you can't stay gone, but you can go visit.
Right.
You need to be back by the time the clock strikes 12 at the first ball of next season. You need to be back.
Or she need to come back every other month.
Something. Well, you gotta think now how long it takes to travel.
Well, but the travel time takes them how long?
You gotta think about how long it takes to travel.
Because there's no plane.
Might take a month to travel.
Well, that's true because she only got a ship. There's no airplane.
That would go into the other podcast with those stupid people talking about you can't leave, but that's another day. That's tomorrow.
Yeah. So we find out after Lady Danbury leaves her a couple of times, leaves her at the chessboard. The chessboard is not finished. Brimsley comes and begs Lady Danbury to come back because Charlotte is dying, basically. She's done slipped into depression. She laying around. She don't want to listen to Whistle Down. She don't want to see nobody. The little man climbing up the rope. She ain't paying him no attention. All of her little people she got to entertain her. It's not working.
She's lonely.
She's lonely. And so Agatha comes back. Though. They have a conversation of why do you want to leave me? And she says, I'm going to be here all alone. What if he dies?
Yeah, I just got a thought of, you remember My Big Fat Greek Wedding? Why do you want to leave me?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I thought about. Why do you want to leave me?
I need to watch that again. I love that movie.
I actually shared tears here.
I did too. I remember when I watched it, I called you, Ursula. I said, Ursula, there's a scene that made me cry, and I need to know if it made you cry too.
Yeah, you're talking about it.
It hurt my heart. I felt so sorry for the queen.
Because what is going to happen when he dies? What is going to happen?
In real life, she outlived him, right?
No,
he outlived her.
He outlived her in real life.
Yeah.
So even though his health wasn't bad, his mind was just crazy.
His mind was gone.
So he outlived her.
Yeah.
But they keep reminding us that this is Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton and not of history. So it's not going to go that way, because I've seen a lot of people in a lot of other groups saying what happened, what's going to happen is time for her to die. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, this is not a historical account.
Right. No. And to Lady Danbury leaving, they said she's going to be very much part of next season. They put this in here to test the relationship between her and Charlotte, not that she's going anywhere.
She can go away in between the seasons and come back.
So I think what they're going to do, they're going to let her be able to go, but it was more about putting a strain on this relationship and doing what they're doing. So
because
for everyone that is concerned,
testing that friendship.
Lady Danbury is not going anywhere. She is not leaving the show.
Well, not just Charlotte needs her, Violet needs her, because she ain't got no friends.
No, Violet don't have anybody but her. Well, she got somebody now, but we'll go there just a second. She got a little something.
She got
something. But let's talk about the gossip.
She looked at her with that like, what the hell?
Let's talk about the gossip of the town.
The gossip is not giving this year, and it's all because they all decided to out Whistledown too dang early.
Yes.
Why, Shonda? Why?
I think this season here should be the season where we even find out who Whistledown is. They gave up Whistledown too early in season 1 for us to know who it was. We should be just now in season 4 realizing that it's Penelope.
They definitely have not outed her yet in the books. And even though they did it as early as they did it, and then they exposed her to everybody in the town last season, I think if they were going to do that, then they should have her had confessed privately to her family and to the queen, and the town still didn't know who she was, because now everyone's going to be guarded when apparently except for at the ball. Yeah, everyone's going to be guarded when they know it's her. Let me make sure that she don't know what's going on over here, because she's going to put it in the paper, and that's why the paper is so boring. Because I'm like, your gossip is boring.
But she's also being more respectful of what she puts in it, because like she said, there was somebody that did something, and she's like, well, that's going to hurt his family. But no, she said she wasn't going to put that in the paper, even though she found the drama, because it would hurt somebody else. And so
it would hurt more. It was about one of the mistresses. What she puts in there. It was one of the many, and it would hurt their daughter's reputation. Yeah. One of the married women was messing with one of the married men,
getting a marriage.
Right.
Yeah.
And look at this.
So
the queen is getting on my nerves. So I know she's getting on Penelope's nerves, because she can't get anything done and do what she's supposed to do without the queen every 5 minutes. Okay, I'm here. I have arrived. What's up? Yeah, my chair is like deciding it.
She said she allowed her to stay in business, so she got to keep her in the loop.
And that's all fine and good.
I'm like, but I can't get a loop until I basically know what's up.
But you got to let me do my job first. I can't give you play by play. She's got to let her.
She gets to the ball 5 minutes after the ball starts. Okay, what do I need to know? She like, you just started. Ain't nothing for me to tell you yet.
Honey, I just got here.
Oh gosh.
She's like, I literally just climbed up off my husband's lap. Give me a chance to get the lay of the room.
Right. Like, I just got here. People are not going to talk. But here's the other thing about...
I was in the carriage handling business. My bad. I was running a little late.
The fact that it's switched now, and trying people to give me another baby to the Featherston house with gifts and cakes to visit and drop the gossip at her lap.
Everybody knows who she is.
Everybody, because they want to dictate what gossip gets told.
So I think that they have done Lady Whistledown a disservice by doing this. and that with the gossip that's being printed, the sheets. I don't see Lady Whistledown staying in business too much longer.
I mean, she's going to, because there is no Bridgerton without Lady Whistledown. But they got to figure out a way to do better, because they've ruined it by outing her so soon.
Did they do it? Did they do it in that? Did they out it in the book?
She's not outed yet in the book. Well, for one, you also have to take into consideration that she's not even married to Colin yet in the book. The books are in another order.
Mm.
So Benedict comes out right after Anthony in the book.
So in the books, was Daphne the first one though?
Gotcha.
Yeah, she is. Daphne's still the first.
Okay.
But I don't know why they did Penelope. I guess they did Penelope since they had outed her. I don't know why they went in and did her. I don't know why Shonda do the things that she do.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But let's go here. Each season, from when we started with the very first one, and we met Daphne and Simon, they have had what we've coined here the slow burn of anticipation of the relationship. So let's discuss if season 4 and Benedict and Sophie are they matching the burn of intensity of the first. And it will only be right to start here when talking about those slow burns.
See, I was going to say start with Daphne and Simon, because that's the first one we saw.
That's the first one. No, we're going to go in history. I think it's only right to let's go and get Queen Charlotte and George.
Farmer George. I need to watch that again.
Farmer George.
That was a beautiful season.
Yeah, that was.
It was absolutely amazing. These two.
Come here.
And they're leading up to it.
Stay right there.
But now, let's go here.
Now that was a burn right there.
Simon.
Literally, it was I burn for you.
I burn for you.
Woo! I just thought about another flashback from before. Okay, so you remember how we were talking about how, just like now, you're talking about over time, how they've evolved. Mm-hmm. And I know we mentioned a couple of throwbacks. I just thought about another throwback from season 1.
What's that?
That they brought back. I don't know. You got any more Daphne and Simon pictures?
I do.
What picture you got? Let me see. It might be the
well, I have several, but they're within different contexts. So you have to tell me what you're talking about.
So I'm going with the I burn for you scene at the honeymoon where he drops his pants. Yes. And then flash forward to Violet and Marcus where he dropped them pants.
Yeah.
Daphne's expression had to be about like her mama's. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you do burn for me.
So let's talk about this one.
They got on my nerves. That season got on my nerves. There was definitely a slow burn, but they got on my nerves. Because that was just crazy.
I like the back and forth. It was just, until it kind of finally got to it. It was like, okay, they're just doing the I don't like you thing. Yeah. Until it gets to that final point. Yeah.
I didn't like it because I didn't like her sneaking around with her sister's man. That was messy.
So
yeah. But her sister's happy
now.
That
you were looking for. Well, what about this one?
So which slow burn was the best slow burn? Is that the question?
Yeah, but we hadn't gotten there yet.
I ain't a fan of this one as much as the other ones.
Really?
That wasn't my favorite slow burn. I'm sorry. I would have to say my favorite slow burn is Daphne and Simon. They set the bar.
They're the OGs.
They set the bar.
They are the OGs, but let's even talk about, does this one count?
I mean, it definitely ranks in there, but it's not my favorite burn. That's not a slow burn, though.
It's in there.
I don't think it's a slow burn.
Yeah.
They had a relationship. It wasn't no slow burn. They just had a relationship, which was heartbreaking because
I think they involved it, but they still.
Their relationship to me was the most heartbreaking relationship because they were never able to be together. For real.
Well, not for real. Not for eternity, but they were together. But it just kind of faded out because what happened to him?
We don't know.
Basically, they married, so they should have been in the same house. So what happened after that?
We don't know. Just like this relationship to me was another heartbreaking
because they did have that.
He was stuck with that old BI.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaking relationship.
Was
a heartbreaking relationship, but yeah.
Well, what about
Agatha said, I could have been your stepmama.
Yep.
Let's go back here again. Penelope with ample bosom.
I love this one. This is one of my favorites.
Hi, Miss Lily.
Hey, Miss Lillian.
Hey, Miss Lily.
Okay, so what about this? If you can consider
this is one of my favorites besides Daphne.
I like them together. I wouldn't classify them as a burn because they're kind of a boring couple.
They are so boring.
But they are boring people. So you can't expect two boring people to make a hot, steamy, burning relationship.
They're quirky, boring.
She hasn't come into her own yet. She doesn't know exactly what she wants I don't think she hasn't lived enough to know anything. She didn't really get into the whole
none of them have lived
diamond
enough.
or that whole thing of coming out. But
really
she basically was more. Daphne was more into being in court and everything, and the dating process, and the whole. She was more into it. Francesca didn't really want anything to do with it. She found one person that she liked, and just
it's just a different
she's not
personality.
as outgoing as that. She's not. Daphne is like. She's more of a librarian. Daphne's more of a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daphne's the cheerleader. She would have been the librarian or the chess club.
This right here, I think this right here might rank in my top 3 or 4.
This I
do like this one.
This is a good slow burn.
This is a burn.
This is one of my top slow burns. I ain't lying.
This one is not only a burn, it's smoldering.
Yes. I love how when they're together, she get all into it and she's like, okay, I gotta turn away.
okay. I gotta calm down. It's like, oh, the garden is on fire. I gotta slow it down.
She's like, I do love a garden in bloom. She's like, oh.
Yeah. Yes,
she's
I
like,
do.
Oh, shit. Well, my garden is in full bloom, man.
In full bloom, yeah. So we got to slow it down.
So do Benedict and Sophie.
Hello, Benedict. I think they're developing a burn.
Now, see right there, I don't even see the cut. The cut right there.
You sure
Miss Crabtree did a heck of a job.
And then they showed it again.
Makeup department missed the assignment. Because
y'all sure did, because there's nothing there.
Look, how has it fully healed?
And then it comes back when he shows his mama.
Yeah, he got a scar.
So how long were they at my cottage?
I mean, it
was only a week.
it hadn't been that long because it's still within the same season.
Because they said it was only a week because they were talking, and it was just a week. I think it was. I thought it was just a week. Somebody else. Nicole had to be.
I can't remember how long it was in the book, but it wasn't that long. It's probably. I mean, it definitely wasn't any more than 2 or 3 weeks. But it wasn't long enough.
It wasn't more than 2, but I thought it was 1.
Well, and then in the book, there wasn't a wound. He just got sick. There was no wound in the book. He got sick.
Okay.
And he was gone long enough to get a letter through for Violet to write and write back. So
yeah, that's more
that
than
don't happen in a week. That's probably at least 2, I guess, of being there. But let me just say,
they said it was a week
from his time as
when he went to his mom's or something. She said, "You've been gone for a week."
They said that,
I don't know.
Angela, you got, like she said, there's no way he wrote a letter and got a response that quick.
You went out. What? I don't think it.
Like
I don't think it can heal that quick either. That's why I was like, it was only a week. That didn't.
The healing. He done wrote letters to his mama and to all these other people in town and got responses. All that didn't happen in a week because your letters and responses are by somebody in a carriage. That ain't happened in a week.
Right, because he said, my friend said their wives were told not to hire her. So he had to get these letters coming back in.
Right.
So they were there for a little minute. And then she said, my daily walk. But my thing is, she was wearing that one dress for how many days? Because he was like, you know, you can change clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So how long were they there? But what people have said, and we've gotten the slow burn in terms of ranking where they are. But some people have said in the other blogs I've been reading that the sex isn't sexy enough. Even talking to my sister
they ain't had sex yet.
He said this season, the sex isn't as good, which let me decide to say, well, let's back it up and see where we started versus where we are.
Daphne and Simon didn't do anything till episode 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but we got started early with the sex when we got introduced to Anthony.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the main character sex. You talking about this? I'm talking about between the two main characters.
So let's just say who did it best. We got
number 1. Duh.
We have these. Wait a minute.
Oh, they did it phenomenal right there. That was a phenomenal one.
Look, literally, I can't remember who's saying we can do it everywhere, but that was them.
That was them. Everywhere.
Everywhere, anywhere, anytime, any place.
Christening the house.
Look, on the kitchen, on the dining room table while the servants are still in the room. What? Girl, that right there was something serious.
All right. So
in the library, on the ladder.
I think he did dismiss them. They started and everybody left. Yeah.
Do you hear
in no particular order.
On the steps. On the steps.
Let's just go here in no particular order. And this is a montage.
Well, maybe that's why Daphne hadn't come back. Oh goodness!
I don't blame Daphne. I want to come back.
That's a lot. Yep, that's why Daphne. But she's still on the steps.
Look at her face.
I'm busy.
Oh God!
I'm making I'm making dukes and duchesses. That's what I'm doing.
Throwbacks this season. I didn't even catch that throwback, but yes, there are so many throwbacks this season.
Wait a minute.
Look, Benedict even pulled a Colin on them steps. Benedict pulled a Colin on them steps, except he ain't sniff them afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all, this is not rated PG.
Oh my God.
So no, if you rated PG, you on the wrong podcast.
No, it's not. This one is not.
Let's go back a little more. Let's just go back a little more. How about here?
But again, you're comparing it to these, but none of them got busy this early in the series. When did Queen Charlotte and George finally hit it?
I don't know.
I know that Daphne.
That was in the
maybe episode 4.
What you call it?
Yeah, nobody does anything till episode 4. The first 3 are always the burn.
Is your sex, Miss Lily? You good?
This one made me mad because he defiled her. I ain't like that.
Yeah, he did.
I think that might be why I didn't care for this season.
Well, he did marry her.
Yeah, but
he did marry her.
After you didn't made the girl have a concussion because you defiled her.
That was an even day.
May every day be an even day.
All right, so
even day.
Yeah, hold on to yourselves. What about
him? Holding on, but not to himself.
Which one is next?
Oh, Lord Ledger. He had to exercise them demons out their bed.
Yeah. He's like, what do you do?
Why did you put that up there? Oh my God, I never wanted to see that again.
Oh goodness. You put that one there.
Take it off of my screen. I'm not opening my eyes
because he looked like a skeleton.
Tell me when it's gone and I will open my eyes. I'm gonna have nightmares. It's too close to my bedtime.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
I'm assuming it's still there because you're still laughing.
No, it's not there.
Okay.
No, it's gone. We back at Penelope on the chase.
So who did it best?
No wonder Penelope got pregnant. She was probably pregnant when she got married.
Daphne and Simon. Outside on the lawn, in the rain, on the ladder,
oh yeah,
on the steps, in the library, on the kitchen table. Daphne and Simon. Period.
No, I like Mama right there. Mama said, "Get undressed."
Oh, now Mama got it. Mama
said, "You
said,
get
I'm
undressed.
the tea you will be having tonight."
Get undressed.
Take off your clothes right now.
She said, "Get undressed. Do this."
Why didn't they let her take her hair down?
It's the first time. It's the first time.
I want that. If anybody knows where I can get that right there, I want that.
I'm interested in seeing how far they're going to go with that relationship. Are they going to let her remarry?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I do hope so.
I feel like she's
going to be Lady Bridgerton.
So
she's not Lady Bridgerton anymore. Anyway,
she's the Dowager Bridgerton.
So
Dowager Bridgerton.
I mean, technically, she ain't even supposed to be living in the house no more.
Technically. All right.
Well, he off in India.
India. Now, I tell you what doesn't belong in the top is them with her non-pinnacle finding self.
Miss Francesca is searching for her pinnacle.
Oh, John.
What did we say? What was the phrase we came up? May everyone find their pinnacle.
Oh, no, may everyone.
Listen.
No, that wasn't it. What did we say?
I'm not a pinnacle every day. Francesca can't find it.
Those two P's. It was pinnacle something.
She can't find it.
Okay. First of all, here we go with another throwback in that carriage on the way to go to this meeting.
Yes.
I'm like, boy, y'all like the carriage, don't you?
I'm sorry. This is me. I'm probably going to end up being more of the Francesca because I am very prudish about certain things. I am not going to ride the Majestic in the carriage.
You already married. What do you mean you're not?
I'm like, what?
Girl, you ain't
never. Let me finish my statement.
You ain't. You look.
Let me finish my statement.
Okay.
I'm not going to be doing that in the carriage and then get up and walk outside amongst people like nothing has happened.
I don't mind that so much as I mind not walking out, but you gonna go fix me some ice cream. Where were your hands just at?
That's what I'm saying. Like you are out in society.
I do have a problem with that.
Y'all out in the court smelling like Badussi.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I need to be in the shower. I need to be in.
And there's no hand sanitizer back that day.
I need to go to somewhere and be clean. That daggone Sophie, Benedict has her up against the wall, and then when he dried her up, she got up and went out with the friends. Like, and then she wasn't just like on the steps.
Stupid. Look at Francesca's face. She looking down at her hands like, oh hell no, you just had your hands on what?
She got on petticoats. I'm sure it took some of the stuff.
You just told me that you just got your hands off my brother's manhood. Please remove them from my gloves.
Exactly. And that's like I said, I'm more Francesca when it comes to this, because I'm like, what?
Yeah, there's no hand sanitizer, no wet wipes, so it's a little bit
nobody's cleaning nothing. Y'all just going up, and then y'all out here in all this heat with no underwear on, just pull it up and go where you want to be.
And this commando, gotta let it breathe.
Y'all just pull it up anytime you want to, and the men just go hands all up under the skirt, and there it is. Like, you sweaty, it's hot.
See?
And y'all just acting like
it's hot. It's hot up on.
Well, they said it wasn't as hot back then as it is now. So
I am the type of woman that has to put her best foot forward in all situations and all times. They done been caught in too many positions to other places to just be doing it willy-nilly without preparation.
I miss the Modiste.
I do too. I miss her this season. But Francesca, not only has she not gotten her pinnacle, she don't even know what the pinnacle is. Where it's supposed to come from.
Bless her heart.
Yep.
She done went to her mama asking, and please, look, Violet, just let it go. Don't tell nobody nothing. Daphne, we need you to come back and tell your sisters what the deal is, because your mama sucks. Your mother sucks when it comes to that. But I bet you
sister-in-law's gonna handle it.
Look, I bet you she found her. Shut up. I don't want to say that. Shut up. We don't want to hear what you got to say.
What you talking about?
You ain't hear what Angela just said?
You said her sister-in-law gonna handle it.
What'd I say?
She's talking about Penelope.
Oh, not that one.
She's talking about Penelope.
I'm talking about Penelope gonna handle how to pinnacle.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought she was talking about that other thing.
What is she talking about?
The situation that we shall not discuss.
I know. I was like, what?
We'll discuss that in part 2.
We're not discussing that now.
Wait a minute.
Part 2.
But what was so embarrassing for me and funny at the same time was her talking about John.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, she's getting it. And I was like, I looked over, I'm like,
but you know what? It looked like it was, because she looked like she was enjoying it.
Yeah. But I want to know who.
I did. I was like, okay, she found it.
Penelope said that.
There's got to be something Penelope did.
Yeah, when they were sitting out there with the ice cream, she said it's when you something about you have to scream out into the night and da da da. But she didn't say you have to force yourself to scream. It's you scream naturally, Pookie.
But I'm saying, who told her to fake it? Like,
now I don't know where the fake it came. I guess because he had asked her about it, so she felt like she wanted to give him that.
He was like, "Oh, you don't have to perform for me," and I felt so bad. All of a sudden, she just laying there. First of all, he naked and she got a gown on. Like, can you get into it already, Francesca?
I know. Can you? Every time they take off these clothes, Francesca. That's what I said too.
She been fully clothed.
John, you gonna have to you want to step your game up, bro.
Let me tell you, John.
You ain't freaky enough, John.
You ain't got but 2 more strokes left. You might as well get it in.
If you gonna die, you might as well die on top of her.
Die happy. Die happy.
Oh Lord.
Oh gosh.
So let's talk it up.
Get yourself your pinnacle. At least get your pinnacle, John.
Right.
Let's talk about the Bridgertons. The other ones. And let's start with Eloise. Let me find her. We're going to have to use this one because I don't have another one.
I appreciate that Eloise is still true to
Maybe it
herself.
was Daily. Was it Daily Pinnacles, please? Is that what I said? Daily Pinnacles, please.
Girl, don't nobody remember at this point. You have to catch the replay because I can't remember.
I know. That's good. I'm putting that on a shirt.
It wasn't on air. It wasn't on air.
Oh.
No, this wasn't on air when we were talking earlier.
I love that they brought back the swing conversations between her and Benedict.
Mm-hmm. She has decided that she's going to be a spinster. And she's on the shelf. Bless her heart. Gregory and Hyacinth. Gregory is back from eating, and Gregory looks, in my opinion, very awkward. Awkward.
He looks like Gregory with some peach fuzz.
Yeah, it's his teen years. He's supposed to look a little awkward. He's just
tall with peach fuzz.
Yeah, he's in that awkward phase.
Mm-hmm. Said, look, do you see it?
Hyacinth looks older than Gregory.
She does. Hyacinth is growing into a very beautiful young lady. She married
before Gregory, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember.
The thing about it, I like the fact that they were young enough, and now the way that they do it, they're old enough. We see them grow up on the show.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, because we had to switch Francesca out, so we didn't get to see Francesca's move. She just left and then came back, and we had a new girl. But
she had a whole glow up.
Gregory and Hyacinth. But we haven't seen the Mondrix kids. We hadn't seen Lord Kent this season yet.
I have not read Hyacinth's book. I would love, and I don't know if the Mondriches I don't think are in any of the books. I haven't seen any of them. But I would love to see Hyacinth end up with
Mr. Kent, Lord Kent.
Mm-hmm. Hi. Just because remember last season when they were talking and Gregory's like, no, don't talk to her. Talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shoot, we might be old and gray by the time we finally see their seasons with the time gaps between these seasons.
But they have done all that they're going to do. Before we go on to Francesca and John, I came across this. I wanted to briefly touch on this. I think Lady Danvers was dead wrong for this.
Lady Danvers. She was.
She just threw this woman to the queen, chained her to the queen's side, that way she could leave. And nobody said, Alice did not ask to be a lady in waiting. She did not want to be leaving her husband. No. She wanted to do what she wanted to do when she wanted to do it. And now Lady Danbury has chained her to the throne for the next 30 years.
She like, I just got into society and you trying to turn me into a slave.
Basically. I think that was just dirty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was messy.
She knows how demanding she is.
Realistically, she is the perfect candidate.
I mean, yeah.
But
I wish that it should have been her decision.
Yeah, it should have been
not something that was thrust
told her a little bit at least.
Yeah, she was wrong. And the crazy thing was, it was her idea. She's the one that suggested to Danbury to help her find a lady.
Yeah. Now, here's my issue. And let me say this for anyone who's watching or watching the playback, what we're about to discuss now may make you rather uncomfortable. And then if it does, that's okay. We respect your opinion, but this is our opinion. So here we are. They're hosting their home, Violet serving tea. They have everybody over. It's great. This is Francesca and John. They're trying to reach a pinnacle. They decided they're going to get the pinnacle whenever they get the pinnacle. They'll have the baby whenever they have the baby. We got all of our lives to think about it. We're not going to worry about it. Let's just settle in here in London. he's going to do some things in Parliament.
Their demeanor even looks closer at that point.
Exactly. The pressure is off. We're closer. They got a family over, and lo and behold, the footman comes and says, "You have another guest." Why? We didn't invite nobody else.
Made me so damn mad.
We did not invite anybody else over for this dinner. What other guests could we possibly have?
Yeah.
We left you in Scotland. You done lived with us on our honeymoon, crashed our honeymoon. We left to go away. What you doing here?
And then my thing is, if you just had the conversation with me, you look like you're uncomfortable with her. We didn't have our time alone together. Let's stay here so we can have our time alone together. Why is this heifer over here? Send her butt back to Scotland.
And he hugging her like he ain't seen her in years. You just left.
And you just told your wife y'all was going to spend some time without her.
And here she go. Uninvited.
Well, you don't look happy to see me because I ain't.
You look like you've seen a ghost. Because I didn't invite you, Michaela.
I was content with what I had. And now you putting mixed signals into my head again.
Trying to find a pinnacle with my husband, and here you go messing with my mind.
That's not what she was looking for.
So now let's talk about where Bridgerton is going versus the book. And I saw a lot of people today saying they're cheating us out of the Michael experience. We want Michael. This is what we could have had with.
That's why I said I think that's the next book I'm going to read, because from what I understand, it's 50 Shades of Bridgerton. I need my 50 Shades. This is not giving me 50 Shades.
There's only so much of a slow burn relationship or anything that they can give us with these two characters here. And nothing we're saying is a bias against any person, any gender, any sexuality preference. Has nothing to do with that. And everything to do with the integrity of the book and us wanting to witness in Bridgerton time what was written by Julia Quinn.
And not even just what was written, but historical accuracy. That couple could not have been out in the open at that time.
Right.
So now we're subjecting Francesca to having to live her love in secret for the rest of her life.
And she's a Bridgerton.
Like, that's terrible.
And in the book, they're supposed to have a baby. She's supposed to have babies with Michael. How is she going to have babies with Michaela unless they're going to write it that they're in an open relationship and Francesca is sleeping around, or her and John going to be pregnant before John passes? Because our prediction for part 2,
she does get pregnant with John, but she has a miscarriage.
John is going to die.
She gets pregnant with John, but she miscarries.
Right. So with that being said, how is she going to have a baby with Michaela?
Ask Shonda.
Or are they going to make it where Francesca never has any children and she just frolics with Michaela?
I'm mad because I wanted 50 Shades of Bridgerton.
I think she'll probably give her. I think Shonda will give her one, and I think she might
skip the
miscarriage and do it early, and then Michael, you guys have another one.
Look, it's not too late to course change. We can.
Michaela can have Michaela can have a twin brother named Michael who shows up as well.
Y'all can fix this now.
You definitely can fix it. But I'm not feeling the whole Francesca and Michaela relationship.
In another show, great, let's do it. In this show, no, because it don't work. It doesn't fit. It's not realistic.
Put that behavior in those little bars and little things that that Benedict frequents. Put it over there. but it does not belong with Francesca and the Bridgerton household because she's not going to be able to be out.
It's the way that just like I can't remember his name in season 1. Benedict's friend, the painter. Right. Yeah, he was in love, but that whole relationship was a secret.
Right.
Like I don't understand how this is going to work.
He had a lavender marriage, and he had a wife. And then he did what he did. So, are you going to give Francesca a lavender marriage and have her have Michaela on the side? Is that what you're going to do? Because if the whole thing of Francesca having, I'm thinking several babies with Michael, right?
I haven't read it yet, but yeah, I know she has kids with him.
How is this going to happen? You can't have kids with Michaela. And like I said, it has nothing to do with any type of bias. How is this going to happen? This right here is just biology at this point. How is this going to happen with the storyline?
So it says in the 1800s, what year is this? That they were called Boston marriages, where women cohabited and formed lifelong unions.
Boston marriages.
I guess it
didn't happen. Weren't Bridgertons living in
good, but we gotta see how Shonda's gonna write this out.
They weren't Bridgertons living in polite society.
This is true. This is true.
Under the watchful eye of the queen.
But our predictions for part 2. We know John's gonna die. We've seen some black mourning coats and things, so they're gonna be back. I know we show that Kate is gonna be back, her and Anthony with the baby. So I'm thinking Violet Bridgerton is gonna move and have her own place. Which means now she can serve tea as much as she wants in her own space. But is she gonna have
children? She can't serve tea as much as she wants. She still got.
Why not? She leaves, and the Viscount and Viscountess raises the rest of them children. She gonna leave?
No, they do not. Those aren't their children.
So
her children go with her. How's she just gonna leave her kids with her son?
Because they are now the Viscount and Viscountess.
That doesn't mean they inherit her children.
Well, Violet,
they're still her children. The Viscount and the Viscountess got their own kids to raise.
Violet has done her share. She needs to be able to go.
Violet just
Ursula, she has underage children. She just supposed to abandon her kids so she can go get her freedom.
They really not all that.
The child just started middle school, Ursula. He ain't going nowhere yet, or high school.
Ain't even stopped.
No, he's still in high school. She ain't going nowhere yet.
That girl ain't even got a period yet.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Is Violet gonna take Miss Wilson with her, or Miss Wilson gonna be Kate's housekeeper now?
I don't know all them details. Ask Shonda.
Because Violet needs somebody she can trust. Miss Wilson, she can trust.
She'll probably keep her. I don't know. They may not even make her leave, but I do know. I feel like they said something last season about her.
They said she was supposed to get out and find her own place, and I'm sorry she hadn't gone yet. And then she said, "No, that's no problem."
See, what should have happened is she should have got the house next door. Maybe they'll run the Penwoods out, and she'll get the house next door.
Yeah, because the Penwoods living next door, and so we see Sophie's gonna notice they're there. She's gonna be trying to run. Violet's gonna say Sophie's hiding something. But what we didn't talk about before we get all into that, we did not talk about this scene, and I just have it as a side by side, and I apologize, I didn't find it on its own, but we didn't talk about this, and this is the point of the whole thing. This was
got everybody in their panties.
This is what got everybody all upset.
Like it's not literally in the title of the book.
What offer were y'all thinking that the gentleman was gonna make?
An offer from a gentleman. First of all, they told y'all from scene 1 within the first 5 minutes what it was. Scene 1, first 5 minutes, Varley and Penelope. Such and such is taking a mistress. Here we go to the ball. Such and such brought his mistress to the ball. Here we go at the cabinet party. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I done fell in love with my mistress.
Yeah.
Here we go at the gentlemen's club.
Y'all think if I gotta remember the time frame in the group of people, they don't go beyond their station. It was a whole station thing at the cottage.
So when he whispered in her ear, it was so romantic. It was one of those things that we talk about that you burn and you're dying and it's so hot and heavy. You got to go wherever you at and all of that. And it was just one of those things. And then he just dried it all up with those 4 words.
But I don't think he realized the gravity. I think he felt like he was actually giving her a plausible offer. It was like, okay, you don't have to work anymore. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do this for you. You're going to be my lady. All this and that. So he's thinking by me saying this, we good. He doesn't know what her background is. The fact that, my mama was somebody's mistress and then I ended up abandoned with nothing. Yeah. With
stabbed her in the heart right here.
Right. You telling me you going to take care of me. You going to take care, if I were to have kids, you would take care of the kids. I can't remember. Did that happen in here or that was at the book? I'm getting them crossed. But they might have in the book. They had the conversation, what if I were to get pregnant when he and she's like, no, because matter of fact, when he doesn't do this in the book. In the book, the offer comes at my cottage.
Mm-hmm.
And she says no, because, if I were your mistress, what if I have kids? He's like, okay, well, I'll take care of you and the kids.
Right.
And she's like, hell no, because look what happened to me.
Right.
So.
Because that did not happen. I think that it was really unfortunate that Benedict did what he did and said what he said.
Yeah.
And it was just
hurtful. All down the throat.
You say what now? Look.
He stuck his foot all the way down his throat. Talk about Benedict, you just put the candle all the way out. It's like you took that candle and submerged it in the toilet. The burn is gone.
And she was so hurt. You could just see the what? Wait, what? I'm thinking I'm falling in love.
Well, he is falling in love. He just knows that he can't have her the way he wants her, so he got to take her how he can get her.
Will you be my mistress?
Like he asking, will you be my Valentine?
That's great. She was so
she thinking I'm going to get a proposal, and you done gave her the proposal she did not ask for.
Hot and heavy in her ear, sweating.
But she knows how her station is. That was her whole point. What did she think was going to happen? She knew that she's a maid. So, I mean,
but not to come out of your mouth and be so blunt with, will you be my mistress? How about, can we see each other? How about, can we start seeing each other? How about that? Even if he quietly brings her away and they can't be out, she understands that. But just to flat out say, hey, you be my mistress, I'm sentencing you to the back room in the dark corners of life forever. What are you going to do? You can't move me into your bachelor pad. And if you do, you've sold me in public, which means your mama going to still make you take a respectable, legitimate wife. And I'm going to be forever be in the shadows. And I am the daughter of a nobleman. Like she said, I come from something. I speak French. I can do everything but dance. I can cook, clean, sew, speak French, read.
Child, listen. When she came up in that sitting room and he was over there entertaining that girl, I thought Sophie was going to flip out hard. She was like, oh, hell no.
Exactly. And he talking about, I didn't expect you to. He was so uncomfortable. She done burned his hand with the tea, knocked the stuff in the floor. It was the most uncomfortable thing. He's I didn't expect you to be serving tea.
Well, you shouldn't.
Well, he put his hand in the way when she was pouring, but
that was his fault, though.
Yeah, that was his fault.
Yeah, that was his fault.
Well, Benedict. Po tink tink.
Ting, ting.
You messed it up for everyone.
Everyone.
You did. So let's rank them, shall we?
Oh, we throwing Queen Charlotte in the mix.
Yeah, we're throwing Queen Charlotte in the mix as well. We have to. The OG is still the OG. Number one is always going to be number one. That's the triple platinum album.
Number two has got to be Queen Charlotte now.
Yes.
Yeah. Number three for me would then have to be Penelope.
Yeah.
My number 3 spot is open because I feel like this has the potential to take my number 3 spot.
It could, but as of right now, it's in my 4th spot. And unfortunately, Kate and Anthony is still at the bottom of the list for me. And everybody's Bridgerton thing has Kate and Anthony as the least liked season. And I think it didn't really have anything to do with them and more so that they had to follow up.
I think Kate and Anthony aren't my bottom. Penelope and Colin are because I felt like they rushed it.
You don't think Kate and Anthony was rushed? It was rushed to me.
I don't, because Kate and Anthony had a slow burn because they had the banter. This is the thing that we've been missing, that we missed in the Colin and I think that's why Colin and Penelope are my least favorite. They didn't have the banter. We had the banter with Kate and Anthony. We had the banter with Simon and Daphne. We had the banter with Queen Charlotte and George. We got the banter with Sophie and Benedict.
But
it's not that friends before
type of banter was them trying to help.
They were already friends. That's the thing,
right? That whole thing was replaced with him trying to help her find someone in their time together. So they were spending that time together as okay, Jamila. They were spending that time together as friends, and I'm going to help you find somebody. So there wasn't necessarily banter, but they started spending more time together with, let me show you how to talk to men. Let me do this, but at the same time, I'm getting jealous as you talking to men.
Yeah, I like the banter. Why? I like the banter. To me, is part of the burn.
Well, I will say this about Penelope and Colin's season. The whole carrot scene to me came completely out of the blue. And then when you're going to marry me, that was like, whoa, wait, what just happened?
Hold up. Why you marry me?
You come in, let me put my fingers where in the sun don't shine. And then let me take the same hand and move you out the carriage and then introduce you to my mama and say, we're going to get married. And I just was defiling you in the carriage.
That's what all the petticoats under those dresses were for, is to wipe stuff off with.
Oh, but
girl, Angela,
I'm just trying to help because I agree with y'all, but
Jamila,
that is right now.
Yes, I agree with Jamila. 100%.
Yeah,
Season 3 was all over the place. It was all over the place. Season 3 was my least favorite season because it was not.
I love Penelope. I love their story. I do. Because I just was rooting for Penelope.
I like their story. I just didn't like the way it was told.
It was like,
detest that carrot scene. And we talked about this last year when it came on.
Yeah.
I hated the way Colin came and stuck his dirty fine fingers up her dress.
I don't do dirty fingers up there.
Dirty fingers up under her dress. And then took her out with them same fingers and said, "Mommy, we get married." I can't do it. I'm sorry.
That was my least favorite season. Seriously,
that was like
Benjamin and Sophie are already tracked to rank higher than Colin and Penelope, and it's nothing against them. I love them as a couple. Their season sucked. I agree. 1, that was definitely a cringe scene. And 2, I agree with Jamila. It was all over the place. That whole season was all over the place.
See, I liked it because I'm championing for the heavier girls, the ample bosom girls. I wanted to see
it's not like I said, it's not that I don't like them. I just didn't like how their season was portrayed.
How the season
and I don't like the way that they did Kate and Anthony.
To look at it again. It was a lot in that season.
Was predictable for me.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the reason why I wasn't all that into season 2. It was very predictable. Season 3 was not predictable for me because there's no way I could have predicted they was gonna go down that way in that carriage and how they did. I didn't see that coming.
I mean, we knew they had to get it somewhere.
Clayton Anthony was gonna go.
I can't agree with Keisha that it was everywhere though, because it was like they were doing the whistle down, they were doing the secret, they were doing the wedding and the planning, and I mean there was a lot in that season, but I enjoyed, I guess, the whole point of them finally getting themselves together and the truth coming out and seeing if he was actually going to accept her for who she is, which he did, because I think he was actually a little jealous that she wrote and he didn't.
Yeah.
Or didn't write as well.
I'm glad, Jamila, you said what you just said. She said she's not liking the Lois Lane, Clark Kent storyline, Superman storyline. And I'm assuming you're meaning this season with the soul Cinderella, or I can't know who you are behind the mask, and I don't know
Cinderella, I don't have an issue with the fact that he can't tell that this woman is the same woman. So
right.
Yeah, that is so. Yeah.
Again, you also have to look at it from the lens of the story is being told way out of order, way out of sequence as far as the time frame. It's in the time that it was written. There were 2 years between that, so it makes sense that somebody you saw 2 years ago you may not be able to recognize. However, they write in the same story with a 2-month time frame. You should have recognized her.
Exactly. Yeah. You should have definitely. But that brings me to this point before we leave. Each story they were saying had a fairy tale or book type theme to it. So they were saying like this is Cinderella, that Kate and Anthony scene was Taming of the Shrew. And if that's the case, what was Daphne and what was they said Penelope was Ugly Duckling, that between Penelope and Colin. They said that
who came up with these?
I don't know. I read them in the Bridgerton group and in the Netflix.
I rebuke that. Why Penelope got to be the ugly duckling? First of all, she's one of the most beautiful women on the screen.
She really is. But I'm just saying,
and Kate to me are the prettiest women on the screen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now Charlotte is beautiful. I love Charlotte.
She's beautiful, but I think Penelope is a beautiful woman.
Yeah, I love Penelope, and I love her with the blonde hair, with her natural color hair or whatever color she has.
Penelope. That's
I like
his girl.
the blonde.
Penelope is his girl.
Yeah, I like Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime I see Kate, she's so freaking pretty.
Yeah.
She's just a beautiful woman.
So I have no idea what Daphne and Simon's season would be. What story that would?
Yeah, I never. I can't think of what that would be.
I can't think. But so we're ranking them. Season 1 as number 1. Mm-hmm. Queen Charlotte is number 2. Mm-hmm. You're saying you're holding the space for number 3 because you think this Benedict season might be your number 3 spot. Kate and Anthony number 4, and then Penelope and Colin number 5.
For me, that's my order. It remains to be seen whether or not they take my 3 spot. They have the potential to take the 3 spot if they do it right. It all depends on how y'all end it.
To me, it's the OG is number 1. Queen Charlotte's number 2. Penelope is 3. This season here is 4, and then Kate and Anthony 5. But again, I have to finish.
That's where I'm ranking mine.
I have to finish this one to see if it moves up, because I'm not going to say so far it's been lackluster. I won't use that terminology, but it has left a lot to be desired so far in this season. But we're just at the first 4. I really wish they would have went ahead and gave us all 8 and been done with it.
I hate this break in the season and
half,
at least
man. Doing one
they did not do that to us
the
season 1. They just gave them all to us at one time.
But that's because Netflix is on that mess now. Like all their shows, they doing that half a season here.
Spacing it out.
I hate that, man. I hate that.
My thing is, if you're gonna do that, then give us a longer season. If you're gonna do that, go back. Right. You don't have to go back to the 26 episode season, but go to at least 12. That way, you give us the first 6 and then another 6. If you're gonna, and break you can
take the time to develop the story without having to go all over the place, because you already got. You trying to give us the full main story and then have 50 other relationships going on at the same time. It's too much for 8 seasons.
Yeah, they really should do at least 12 episodes.
Because it's not coming back till the 23rd or 26th?
26th of February. And then it'd be another 4 seasons.
Like they could have did it on the 12th instead of.
But then we gotta wait another 2 years before we get season 5.
Right.
Has it been 2 years since we had Penelope season? I don't feel like it did a full 2 years this time.
I can't remember when.
I don't think so, because when Penelope season came on, we were here in Vegas, and we've only been here in Vegas. April will be 2 years.
Didn't it come out in May?
Something like that. So I feel like they shortened that 2-year window to maybe like 18, not even 8, maybe 18 months or something like that.
I'm hoping they've already started filming, because like I said, y'all need to pay attention. These kids is getting older. Y'all can't keep stretching this thing out. Y'all got to go and get these things recorded.
That's true. And we got to make sure we preserve Lady Whistledown's voice.
Right.
Did you realize that, okay, in these seasons, I saw that the breakdown of the salaries, like Anthony makes $50,000 an episode. The Duke was making 50. Daphne was making 50. Violet was making 40 per episode. Penelope was making 50,000 per episode. But Lady Whistledown, Julie Andrews, was making like $100,000 per episode.
Yeah, she should.
I was like,
Julie Andrews. Hello.
I know. I mean, I'm not saying anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, like, she was like, and she's said, I think I saw an article yesterday. She's never even met the cast. Like, she does all the recording from her place in New York, and they film in London, and she's never even met the cast members.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But $100,000 an episode, I was like, oh my God, you better do that. Well, folks, I think we pretty much covered Bridgerton season 4, part 1, and where we are. And I'm going to say an officer and a gentleman. An offer
Lord, wow.
Are Colin and Penelope living in Featherington House now that their son is Lord Featherington? Is that where they live? Because she's doing
where are they living?
I would assume so, since they are doing all their business there. Colin is so pointless this season. Like, give this man something to do.
Yeah, he really is.
He's a writer. He had his book, remember? He just finished the book.
But that he need to go on tour or something then.
Something.
They didn't do that then, did they? I don't think they did that.
I'm going to leave tonight on this note.
Somebody find me this outfit.
Jamila said they could have used AI and saved some money. For Julie's voice, really?
You cannot use AI for Julie Andrews now.
Oh,
we need Julie Andrews.
We need her. We need
Listen, let me tell you, and don't get me wrong, I love this season, but yes, it was starting to get a little boring because this whole, I need to find a lady in silver and she right in front of me is getting on my nerves. But the thing that saved this season is this right here.
Yeah, I love this part.
Violet said,
he said, we can go as slow as you want. She said, take your clothes off.
You didn't know that was Julie Andrews?
What?
Oh my gosh.
She said,
have you ever seen The Sound of Music, Jamila?
Yes, and the tea you will be having tonight.
I need this outfit. Somebody said that Bridgerton and Fenty Beauty needs to do a collaboration, and Fenty needs to create this. She said, and don't care. Oh God,
I'll reread it and get it together. It said it was 2024. I looked at season 3 was 2024, May 16th, and then June 13th for the second part.
So it wasn't a full year then. I mean, a full 2 years.
Well, I'm hoping. What would make sense to me is while you got everything done, go on. You've already announced the next couple of leads. Go on and start shooting at the same time. You finish one, all right, let's go and start working on the next one. Why are we waiting? Especially for these next 2 seasons, because you already have the love interest already cast, so there's no reason why it should be delayed. You don't have to do casting calls.
Because they said the next season is going to be Eloise's season, and then after Eloise's season,
and we've already got her love interest cast.
It's going to be Francesca's season, and then
unfortunately we've already got her love interest cast.
Right, and then Hyacinth Gregory. So, but yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we got 4 more to go. Eloise, Francesca, yep. So, yeah. Listen, y'all find this outfit. Somebody make this outfit. We need this outfit in our life. If I can't get nothing of just the robe and the bustier, I figure out the other part then, I guess.
So pretty. All she needs to do is take that hair down.
I can find some little silky shorts, but I just need the bustier. Yeah.
I have the bustier in my closet.
The robe is cute too. It works.
But it's black.
I do too, but it ain't that
with the matching robe. I need this.
Yeah, that right there is giving.
That is everything. Where did she get this from? Did you go to Madame Delacroix and say, I needed some lingerie?
I think that's just the stuff I need some lingerie to wear to serve tea.
Right. I need this outfit.
See, but their bustiers, although you got to actually cinch them up in the back, that stuff held your behind together. That held everything up.
So you're saying Miss Wilson got her ready and then said, okay.
Yep. She cinched her up, and you see he ain't take her out of it.
Nah, she couldn't get out of it. She just took the shorts off.
Yep.
And said, oof. And then said, well, let's do it again. She is another performer.
Look, the kids will be back soon. All right, let's go again right quick.
The good thing is the kids don't bust in her room and say, Mama, she going to bed for the night, they leave her be. So she can sneak him out in the morning before the rest of the servants come back.
Well, and she got a watchdog outside the door.
And that's another thing the kids wouldn't think it's strange that Miss Wilson is standing outside of her door.
Mind your business. Go to bed.
Anyway. Mind your business and go to bed.
February 26th.
I'm standing out here in case your mama gets sick and she needs me.
I'm on pins and needles to see what part 2 is going to do.
Look, let me check my calendar to make sure that my day is clear that day. I might have to get sick or something.
What day of the week is February 26th, as a matter of fact?
It's a Thursday. The 26th is Thursday.
Oh, Lord, I'll be in Greenville.
It's a Thursday.
Well, you were in Greenville the last time. I was in Charleston last time. Y'all, the first time I watched this, I was driving to Charleston.
Yeah, so it'd be the
on
same
the morning
thing.
It dropped. Ursula posted something about Bridgerton. What was it, about 10 o'clock? I said, oh, I'm already almost finished.
Yes, I'm on episode 3. I was like, nah, I can't do it. But yeah, February 26th is when we come back, and hopefully we'll be good to go at that point. But anyway. All right, ladies, it has been wonderful. Thank y'all for tuning in to our Bridgerton season 4 part 1 recap. Hopefully part 2 is super juicy and puts us back to the Bridgerton that we're used to. This was a good way to start. We got to see Marcus's ample booty. So this is where we started. Good night, Jamila.
Very
like a little apple.
Little apple.
Night, Jamila.
Good night, Nicole.
Good night, Miss Lily.
Like a little Lily, wake up. Not Miss Lily, wake up. All right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow.
She fell asleep. We do
our other podcast for Beyond the Gates. So we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Good night, tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.